Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Cologne podcast. I'm Ryan.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mike. Oh, we popping these?
Oh, yeah. We're not sponsored, but we're drinking LaCroix.
LaCroix. Charis Limon.
So, Shasta, if you hear us in Florida, hit us up.
Hit us up, Florida man. All right. Episode number 32, the Cologne podcast. We are covering Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is...
A long time coming.
Yeah, we've dreaded this day.
You know what? This is what we got to do. We got to treat this like it doesn't have all the hype online.
Yeah.
That it's not on everybody's top 10 drop her drawers.
Pretty much.
And just treat it like, hey, this is a new release. Never smelt it before.
Yeah.
And never met it.
I'll try my best, man.
You're going to have to.
Yeah, I'll do what I can.
That's what we're going to do. Let me tell you what John R. 951 says.
What's he say?
I'm sorry. Hold on.
That's all he needs
No.
to say. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, but it smells like comic cleaner. Chemicals. What in the world, Dior? Let's hope the new J-Law fronted one is a winner, because eek! Hashtag sorry to the fans. And then a weird emoji.
Oh, God.
John R. 951.
Yeah, I feel him. I'm going to try to be...
I wouldn't know,
fair.
Ryan, because this is a brand new release that we've never smelled before. All right, before we get into Dior Sauvage, Ryan, what should we do?
Let's do our one-night stand review of Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue Forever.
Yeah, hit the music, Todd.
Please.
Yeah. One night stand review.
I'm a little bit more on the fence if I want to buy it,
Yeah.
but not in a bad way.
You're saying after spending the night with Light Blue Forever by Dolce & Gabbana, you're on the fence about buying it?
I guess I started thinking, do I really need it or not? But
Yeah.
it's really a good smell. One thing I was pleasantly surprised about was its longevity was pretty nuts.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
And so we recorded the podcast yesterday.
Yeah.
When we left, it's hot as dicks outside.
Dude, it is so hot.
And we walked outside and it kicked up. I could immediately smell it off myself. I could smell it off Ryan. It was like an atomic bomb out in the heat.
It really was.
I think if you're wearing this out and you're like Val Kilmer playing beach volleyball in Top Gun.
And got the body of a Greek god.
That's right. It's going to be popping off and you're going to be splashing grapefruit all over everybody you're around.
I will say the opening to that is one of my favorite openings. It is legitimately somebody's got a half of a grapefruit in front of you and just squeezing it. Like a bodybuilder like squeezing it between his like pecs in a pose or something.
Yeah, sweaty. Like Val Kilmer. Just kidding. All right, so where do you stand on it now? Yesterday it was definitely sample, possibly buy.
I'm probably going to have to sample it again.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I want it, but I'm like thinking, do I really need it? I don't know. It's weird. It's not a bad fragrance. I really like it. If I had it on me, like if I had already bought it or something, I'd definitely be wearing it probably daily.
Yeah, I'd say if you've already bought this and you're listening to us going, oh, it's my favorite fragrance, I hope these guys don't completely trash it. Just know that I don't think you made a bad purchase.
I don't think so either. I think it's a good purchase.
Me, I don't know if there's a space on my shelf for this one.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's so many fragrances, Ryan. I've got like a enviable amount.
You have Dior Sauvage.
Yeah. I basically have like a ton of decants just like knocking over every time I try to reach around to grab a different one.
Yeah, and I don't have nearly as much, but I mean, I do have quite a bit of fragrances now.
Yeah.
To where something really, really has to like make sense for me to have it.
Yeah, because all of the fragrances we own are pretty utilitarian. Like we have them for a reason. And that's more what I was saying is like, I don't have a ton of fragrances, but the ones I do have a specific purpose.
Yeah.
And so I don't know that there's room on the shelf for this for a summer fragrance, because right now I've got a few decants that I'm using of Oolong Cha.
That's a good one.
That's a good, nice, fresh It's got the tea note that smells kind of like rose, almost floral, but it's got some citrus in there. Love that. Been wearing that one. Been wearing Le Labo's Santal 33.
That one's really good.
Been wearing Elysium.
That one is really good.
Yeah. So I don't have bottles of any of those. I just have a few decants that I bought, but I've been using those. And so I think if I had it, then I would probably lean towards using the other ones rather than Light Blue Forever.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat because I still have Giorgio Armani's Acqua di Gio, the Profumo one, and that's a really good daily.
Yeah.
And man, I always get compliments on it. So it's hard for me to step away from something like that. And I have the original Giorgio Beverly Hills, which is like old school. But again, that one was $20 and it smells good enough I can wear it daily.
The funny thing is, well, I can't really get into it because then it would spoil an episode we have coming up. Never mind. All right, moving on, Ryan. Let's jump into our scent of the day, Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum.
Let's do it. I'm ready to smell it. I've never smelled it before.
Brand new release, has zero hype online.
Yeah.
Take a shot.
I can do the honors, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. The more I've smelled this over the years,
here we go.
God, I gotta open up. Actually, you know what? Because I gotta look up something. You go ahead and give us a little bit of what you're thinking.
Okay. It smells very clean. Mm-hmm. To me, this is going to sound like I'm absolutely hating on it, and I'm not. But it smells kind of generic.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, and there's a reason why. There was a cologne released back in the day. I can remember getting it then, and it was cheap.
Yeah.
And it's called Canoe.
I remember that bottle.
It is so generic, but I promise you, at least this EDP version of this Sauvage, they smell exactly the same. And it does smell generic to me.
Now, is that Tommy Hilfiger's Canoe?
No. It's by a company called Dana. So, I mean, it's really strange that this is such a popular scent to me. I swear to God, anytime me and Mike go to any mall or store and we ask them, hey, what's your number one sold fragrance? It's always Sauvage. I mean, they don't even I promise you, I've had people just not even let me finish the sentence.
Yeah.
Sauvage.
Hey, what do you recommend for a mint? And there's like Sauvage.
And it has an older gentleman smell to me.
I don't think it has that. I don't think it's older gentleman. To me, it just smells like fill in the blank with Aspen, CK1, Michael Jordan by Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of it.
It's not like 100% there, but it's probably at least 75% of the way there.
It's like powdery, like over powdery to me.
Yeah, it's a very clean scent. And look.
Yeah, I'll give it that.
I heard somebody on YouTube talking about how in Italy, that the sexier scents, or the scents that they consider sexier, are the cleaner scents.
Yeah.
I'm sure that kind of flows anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, if a man smells clean, it's sexier than a man smelling gross. But I could see where this could be very popular for just smelling super clean. And it is a little more upscale, I will say, than, you know, the cheapies that we've been doing, even though I feel like everything from the 90s was trying to be this.
Yeah. God, I just can't get past it. I can remember as a younger child smelling Canoe, and I hated it as a kid. And smelling this today, it is just a rush of that memory. I don't like anything about it. And, well, who do you think wears something like this?
I think a lot of people. This is so, I'm saying generic, but I don't mean it as a knock here. Mm-hmm. But I feel like it is so generic that it makes it easier to wear.
Yeah, I could get that point.
I think you could wear this with a suit. I think you could wear this with a t-shirt and jeans. This is just a nice, clean scent.
Yeah.
And maybe it's not offering up something spectacular for us.
Yeah.
But I can see the popularity in it because it's a dumb reach. If you want to smell clean, you can reach for this.
I guess I'm just going to be off on this one, man. I don't feel it on anything, man. I just can't imagine somebody wearing this and it probably, I know it does because it's so popular.
Remember, we were in Ulta and we were spraying, every cologne they had. But as soon as we sprayed Sauvage, one of the ladies that worked there was walking by and said, God, I don't know what you just sprayed, but it is sexy.
I remember. And I was like, of course.
And she was looking at you. So I was like, Ryan, sexy. She was talking about the cologne. It took me a second. I'm like, no way.
But if you remember, when we got back into our vehicle, we were driving home. The entire time I kept bringing my arm up. And I'm like, God, I hate this smell.
Yeah, but at first you agreed.
Well, it wasn't the eau de parfum.
No, it was probably the eau de toilette.
So the eau de toilette does have this brighter kind of cool. It's a neater opening to me.
I will say that is the argument online.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that say, oh, I prefer the EDT over the EDP.
Yeah.
The only thing is, and the reason why I got the EDP for us to smell was I know that typically for us, if we're going to buy a fragrance, we're going to try to get the EDP.
Yeah.
Because we want the longevity out of it.
Yeah.
Which, weren't you saying too that people were online complaining about the longevity of this EDP? But
yeah, they're complaining.
They're like, man, I only got 9 hours out of it and I want 28 hours.
Yeah, I think that people are so unreasonable on how much time they want something to last. It was like over 5 hours this person gets and they're complaining. That's plenty enough.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if it gets less than 5 hours, then maybe complain.
Yeah.
But if you get 5 or more hours out of this, that's pretty good.
Because even when people are like, oh man, this cologne gets 10 hours plus. Let me tell you, after 4 hours, it's not the same that you put on. It's way died down. I'm sure you smell it, but it's not like what you smelled at first.
Well, just think about this. When you go ham on a cologne and you're spraying it all over your body and you put it on your clothes, right? Mm-hmm. After a while, you don't smell it. But I guarantee you, if you take that shirt off and go in the other room and come back in and smell that shirt, it'll be strong as fuck.
Yeah, it could be.
So I think it's after a while, we also get kind of used to the smell and it dies down a little more for us. It's just like with Elysium. Remember, I was spraying it on. I'm like, man, this sticks kind of close to the skin.
Yeah.
The first time I wore it and got a couple of compliments just from the people I was working around.
Yeah.
And then, God, a day or two ago, I stopped at a gas station. And, you know, at the gas stations, they have like the glass wall now between, it's almost like a bank, you know?
Yeah.
They have like that little plastic barrier between you and the person checking you out. And the lady behind the glass was like, ooh, you smell good. I was like, thanks. She's like, no, honey, you smell good.
No, honey, you smell good.
She was like, you smell like fresh cucumber water.
Yeah, I don't know, man. On this Sauvage, though, I'm just so not a fan. I'm still in shock that this is one of the most, if not the most popular fragrances out there.
To me, it feels old school. It feels 90s to me.
It feels older than that to me.
Yeah,
it feels 80s. Too. Straight up 80s to me, man.
And maybe, hey,
there's nothing wrong with that.
It's like bell bottoms, baby. They're never going to die. You know, this type of vibe, it's that vintage that still stays hip with the youngins. I could see wearing it. Not personally me, but I don't vibe with these that are just strictly a soap smell. And this is very much so like that to me.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into it, Ryan. Skip it.
Sample it.
Buy it.
Skip.
I'm
skip the hell out of it. This is why I want to say skip it. Let me get a little bit more in depth, and I'll be quick.
Go for it.
Skip it because every dude on the planet has this bottle.
And if they don't have this bottle, they have something that smells very similar to it.
Yeah, just skip this. You're not going to smell unique. You're not going to stand out. You're going to smell like everybody's ex-boyfriend or girlfriend. Like,
right.
No.
Yeah, because this feels unisex, right?
It does. I will say that. And I can actually imagine it actually smelling pretty good on a woman.
I was about to say,
be truthful.
You know what, ladies? Mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, guys, we're doing fruity, sweet fragrances. Throw a curveball at us. Hit us with Sauvage EDP.
I'll be honest. I've been watching, since we've been kind of watching more and listening more to other things and stuff with people reviewing stuff. I'm really shocked at how many women wear a lot of guy stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they're kind of more unisex, but still, it's kind of interesting. But yeah, that being said, if you're a dude wearing this, it's so played out, man.
I think you have a point. If you're listening to us, you obviously care more about fragrances than the everyday dude.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're listening, we're giving you the Easter eggs that these everyday Joes are not going to run into.
Yeah.
Don't get this just because it's so popular.
Yeah.
Honestly, you do care a lot more about fragrances, and in that way, find something more unique to make you stand out.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Because it's not always about smelling better.
Yeah.
It's just about smelling different, right? That's everything in life.
Yeah, you're trying to find something that represents you.
Yeah.
And again, this may represent somebody out there. I'm sure it does. But at the same time, I'm all about trying to pick things that I know a lot of people are not going to be wearing.
This reminds me of like a polo scent.
Yeah, we should just get Canoe one day, and I want to compare these. I swear to God, these are almost identical.
Etch that in stone, guys. He's swearing.
And I'll say this, if they are, then save your money and get a $20 bottle. It's for 8 ounces of Canoe.
I actually like this better on the tester than I do on my skin.
They smell the same to me.
I don't know.
I can't do it.
The reason why I said polo is I remember my dad wearing polo, and this really reminds me of my dad.
Does it?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know, man.
I don't know. Guys, it's got to be a pass.
Yeah, it's a hard pass for me.
Because of the cost, too.
How much are they?
Well, I mean, if you're paying design, I would almost place money that it's $98 at any department store. You'll get it cheaper online, definitely.
Yeah.
But at $100, there are far better options that will make you smell great and clean if you're going for clean, but also add a little something that says, hey, look at me. You know? All right. Next episode, Ryan, where are we headed?
Well, there's a new one in town.
Oh, yeah. This is from a brand that we've worn plenty o' times.
Victor and Rolf's Spice Bomb Infrared.
Yeah.
It just dropped. It's pretty new. My wife had some interesting things to say about it, and I'm interested in seeing what you think about it.
Yeah, me too. All right, well, let's hop in the time machine, head to tomorrow.
All right, here we go.
Guys, if you've enjoyed this episode and you want to help us keep making content like this, go to buymeacoffee.com/Cologne podcast. We would love and appreciate your support. And if you didn't enjoy it, then be sure to let us know too by going to thecolognepodcast@gmail.com and giving Ryan some hate mail. He needs it.
I love it.
He's getting a little more prideful these days. Guys, we've got to drop this down a little bit. Just give him that people's elbow.
Well, until next time,
spray it up, y'all.